And there we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Somebody say something to me. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean you can't hear me? Okay. All right. Let me do this. Thank you all. Thank you all. And the person who yelled moderator, you need a moderator. I hear you. Okay, do me a favor, everybody. Now that we actually have a live stream going, what is it, 6 minutes and 47 seconds in? And I appreciate you all still sticking around. We are at the like this video time so we can get more people to actually watch this. Hit the like button. Holy crap, I have not done what ended up happening was it was having issues with Zoom. I was on Zoom on one thing and on the other, and I saw that comment and I went, Zoom? And I appreciate all of you for sticking around for all of this time and everything. Thank you, every single one of you. Moderator person, go ahead on and email me. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay, what are we going to do today? What are we going to do today? Well, let me first actually get rid of that, but thank you all. Let me see here. We're at Woot. So here we are. Thank you. We're excited. Check to see if your system input mic is correct. And yay, hallelujah. Yes, yes. Even now, I'm going to play my music for you because, man, that makes me mad that y'all didn't hear my cool epic music that I had when I first started this daggone broadcast. Man. Okay, so this is the music that I played, okay? Y'all ready? All right, here we go. And this was this is how it was supposed to start. And then about 30 seconds in, I was supposed to go, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Why AI Matters. This is the premier live stream where you can get all of the information that you need about artificial intelligence and creativity. My name's Kello Herod. I am literally here because of artificial intelligence. I started this channel because of artificial intelligence and writing. And I have a bunch of writers in here, 35 of them in here right now, listening to this, wanting to hear about Claude Computer. That is what we're going to work on today. But we're not only working on Claude Computer, we are absolutely, and I do mean absolutely, going to be playing around with my OpenClaws. That would be Janice and Butch. And then we're going to play around with a little bit of Perplexity Computer. And then to end it all out, if you are all still around, maybe we'll even play around with the new model from Cursor and see if it can do a bit of coding for us, because every creative needs to be able to code. All right, so we're going to jump right in to the show. See how much cooler that was going to be? Holy crap, man. And then at some point I even said, do I even, this is what I was going to do. I was going to go right this. I was going to say, I'm going to go ahead on and take the music down and take the music completely out. I'm going to I don't even need this anymore. And that's when I noticed, oh my goodness. I noticed that not only was you not being able to hear me, but you had no clue what I was even saying. You couldn't hear the music. You couldn't hear anything. What an epic start to a nothing burger. All right. Now that we are completely 10 minutes into this thing and we haven't done anything, I'm going to make sure I hit the B button, and we're going to marker right here. And we're going to say that this is really the start of the show. Okay, so that was a mistaken intro, and now we are here and ready to do this thing. Okay, so what is Claude Computer? Claude Computer is a application that sits inside of Claude Desktop. It uses both Claude Cowork and Claude Code. Now, the main difference between what is Claude Cowork and Claude Code is accessibility. If you want to use Claude Cowork, you're going to be kind of locked down to a sandbox that you are in a specific folder, which can be absolutely fine, especially if you're running something like the Cowork OS that is made was made pretty popular a couple of weeks ago by one of my YouTube compatriots. I'll make sure at some point to get that link in the description. Yes, at some point I'll make sure that you can get to that video because he lays out a beautiful way to add a real functional brain to Claude Cowork. And why does that even matter to us right now? Well, because you now have all of the ability to use Claude Cowork and Claude Code on your computer. You can be away from your computer and you can start having Claude Cowork actually do things on your computer. I'm going to move my laptop out of the way. And then I'm going to get us all set up so that, and I appreciate you all staying around for as long as you did, because that was absolutely awful what just happened. So what are we going to do? We're actually, let me check in with my people here. And by the way, thank you all for showing up. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. There's a delay, but yes, sirree. Woohoo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't hear him. Anyone else? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Zoom messes everything up. Liked. Oh, thank you all for liking. Like it now. Like the video now. Okay. Now, let's see here. I'll DM you. I do not really Oh my gosh, man. Let me let you know. That was I hear music. I heard music before. Oh, good. I'm glad I heard the music. No, I heard the music. Oh, good. Good. Thank gosh. Yes. Thank you for loving my voice. Can you turn down or off the music? Yes, I did. Take my word for it. I did. Okay. And Perplexity Computer sounds amazing. Access to 19 models out of the box. Can't pay for the max plan, but right now they're giving away 4,000 credits, y'all. So go over there and grab yourself a $20 a month thing. You don't even have to do the full year or anything, and they'll give you 4,000 credits to mess around with Perplexity Computer. But we'll get to that in a sec. And then and off code has been fine on OpenClaw, and I haven't been banned. Shh, shh, shh. All right. Why are you talking all loud? Okay. let's first off, let's make sure Claude is open, make sure that I have closed down. I'm going to close down a couple of applications to make sure that I am not overtaxing. As a matter of fact, I think I might. Yes, I think I am going to shut down my Atlas. I'm going to keep my Comet open because that's one of the ones I'm going to be using. Did you know that Comet is the thing that you have to download for Perplexity Computer to work? So this is very interesting. Okay, now let me just get to the sharing part, and we are sharing requesting to bypass system private picker. Yes. Window. Oh, Entire screen. And that's why I shut everything down. Because, and y'all are even going to get a little peek behind the curtain. Here we go. Share. Okay, so I was setting up today's live stream today, and so I had to go through a packaging thing. I have a whole thing set up inside of my computer. Well, you know what? Let me see here. Yeah, something set up inside of my computer, right? Inside of my a set of files that I have in here, in markdown files, that is called a Claude MD file. It Whenever goes into a folder, it automatically searches for Claude MD files, and then it reads those files and uses those instructions as its truth for whatever's in that folder. Got that part? Okay. Now, you have to work specifically inside folders when you are inside of Cowork. So if I decided I wanted to start a brand new task, right? I could start that brand new task by picking a folder that I wanted to actually start this in, and everything would be hunky dory. But I don't see how in the world I would ever control my computer. I'm looking all around, and well, if you already have Claude, you will probably have to go down here in the lower left hand corner, right down here, and you will probably have to relaunch for this new update to apply. And what we'll do is we'll close down that, that, that. There we go. And it's spinning this back up again. And the cool, come on, there we go. And the cool thing about this new paradigm of Claude Computer is that, as far as I can tell, with this new update that I'm doing right now, I should have access to be able to mess around with it. If not, we're going to figure it out together right here on the air. I did not want to play around with this ahead of time. I want you to see the experience of actually doing this from scratch. The first thing you should do is download Claude Desktop if you already have a Claude membership. Only Macintosh computers right now, but it is coming. Okay, it is coming. I promise. All righty. Now let's go back here, and it looks like it's trying to load up. Claude has issues sometimes, so okay. So where is the computer? Computer dispatch. Let me settings. This right here, this right here is my instructions for Claude to be able to be my perfect assistant. It's very, very intricate. Something that was built for me when I installed this plugin called Cowork OS. Again, we are not going into that today. Let's see, capabilities, usage, billing, connectors, Cowork. Let me do this. I want to make sure I don't expose any. Let me make sure I don't expose anything sensitive. Let me just take a quick peek here. Not usage, not privacy capabilities. Where is it? Cowork. Allow permissions. What I'm looking for is a allow permissions thing. So I'm going to do a cheaty cheat. So the superpower, I'm going to tell you right now, the superpower of both Codex and Claude Code is that when you go in here, it's as if you are typing in the terminal, because you can give it instructions to type into the terminal. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to lazy route. Watch this. you think I you think I'm crazy? This is what I want you to remember when you are messing around with artificial intelligence. Always have a maintenance agent. What is a maintenance agent? A maintenance agent is an agent that helps you fix stuff inside your computer, helps you like find things and stuff like that. My maintenance agent that I usually put onto computers to help me fix them is Codex. But today, because we're messing with Claude, I'm going to use Claude Code because it also has a lot of permissions. So we're going to use it to install Claude Computer and find out how to do it. It's going to search online, it's going to give us some instructions, and it's going to tell us how to do it. Oh, my goodness, right? All right, let's switch over. We'll do this really quickly. Where I go in the bottom right over here, switch over to there. Okay, we are now inside of Claude Code, not Cowork. Cowork is different than Claude Code. And I'm going to ask it for some help. As a matter of fact, we're going to go even further, and we're going to go in through here. There's my dbrain. Now, when it goes in here, it's going to become that persona. Go ahead on and read the Claude MD file in the project folder, please. And then I need your help figuring out how to install Claude Code Computer. There's a new thing, Claude Computer. Go online, figure out what it is, and give me 8th grader instructions on how to do it, and do it in a TLDR sort of manner. I don't want you to ramble on and on. Yes, I trust this workspace. Okay. And now, yes, allow, because it needs to go into my Dropbox, and every single time I go into that folder, it needs to verify what's going on. So, agent, search for Claude Computer Use. That's what it's doing. And I think it has the ability to spin up subagents. You do have the ability to spin up subagents if you really wanted to, correct? And I added that little thing I just said to it. And so this is the key, y'all. When you have a maintenance agent, which is what I like to call Codex or Claude Code, because it has all the way down to your computer use. I like to use Codex because it asks for less permissions. It really does go rogue in your machine if you really wanted to. This is the key. Okay, here we go. All right, got it. Here's the TLDR on Claude Computer announced on March 24th. That would be today. I guess that was yesterday. What is it? Claude, blah, 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 blah. Requisites, Mac, Claude. You need a $20 subscription and a desktop app installed. Claude desktop app is installed. Open up Claude, go to settings, desktop app, general, toggle on computer use. Okay, so desktop app, general, and toggle on computer use. Okay. So settings, desktop app. Oops. Nope. What's going on? There we go. Oh, man. They did something to their. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, there we go. I'm being dumb. Okay, so settings, desktop app, general, and run start, general desktop settings, run it startup. No, I don't want you to do that. Keep computer awake. I don't necessarily want you to do that right now. Computer use. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are now flipping on computer use. This will. All right. So let me read this for you so that you don't have to. Turn on computer use. Claude will take screenshots of your screen and control your mouse and keyboard. You'll approve each app, but not confirm each step Claude performs. Keep in mind, some actions can be undone. Apps you approve could open other apps that haven't been approved. Websites and ooh, that actually gives me an idea. That means I could write a script that it could click on the script and then cause an entire, yeah, that's fun. All right. So websites and docs could contain malicious instructions that misdirect Claude. And close anything sensitive. Claude can see your screen. This is a research preview. Start with tasks where mistakes are easy to fix. Okay, so turn on. All right, we're turning it on. Now, let's see. Now that we have that turned on, what, pray tell, can Claude Code do? Can it actually, okay. Now that I've turned it on, can I, in this session, actually play around with my computer? See, the idea is that sometimes it does not do it in the session that you're in. So right now it's doing a hard yakka yakka. Short answer is not in this session. All right, so we're going to start a new task. We're going to put it in the second brain, and we're going to say, okay, I want you to do something really cool. I want you to go to benandjerrys.com and see if it's possible to order me something from benandjerrys.com that can be shipped to my house. And I want you to use the computer to do it. Let's see what happens. Will it actually do this? And while we're waiting for that, oh, look at that. Claude in Chrome, tabs context, allow for this website, Ben and Jerry's. Yes, allow Claude to interact, allow all browser actions. And so by allowing all browser actions, now it's off to the races. I have now turned on a computer that has been loosed upon my computer. Now, what's interesting about this is the only difference is with Codex, you cannot do a remote thing, but with Claude, you can actually do remote stuff. Over here in the upper left hand corner is this thing called dispatch, where you can dispatch these jobs while you are on the go. Right now, interesting. The shop is live. It says Ben and Jerry's delivered in as fast as 30 minutes. That's local delivery, not mail. Let us dig deeper to see if this is also a ship to home option. Here's what I found. Good news. Yes, you can order it online, but there's a catch. Ben and Jerry's delivery platform, it works as instant local delivery, not traditional. Here's the breakdown. Okay. Can you go onto the website and see if you can order it for me, and then I will approve it once it's ready? Okay. This is working. I think we're gonna eventually. I'm gonna have to show y'all my two robots here in a second. Their names are Butch and Janice, and I'll tell you a little story about them in a second. Let's see. I can do that. To check if delivery is available at your location and build a cart, I'll need a couple of things: your delivery address, so that I can. Why don't you just say West Seattle for right now? Will that get me there? And what flavors do you want? I want a hunka burn in love. Let's see. Okay. It's navigating in Chrome right now. Now, it was able to do this before. I just want to give it something. You know what? Let's see, what applications do I have that I want it to open up? Maybe the Vibe video editor or um you know what? Let's see. Hey, do me a favor. I want you to open up DaVinci Resolve and and once you're done, let me know. So I'm going to add this to its array of things that it's doing. So it's still working. Did you ever tell me whether or not you can spawn subagents to do some of this stuff? It says, got your message about DaVinci Resolve. It's asking for accessibility. There we go. System permissions needed. Screen recording request. So accessibility not granted. Screen record needed, not granted. So I have to, let's move to my face. Why don't we? And maybe let's just make sure. Sounds amazing. Windows. Hey, you 43 people or you 40 people, do me a favor. If some of you haven't hit the like button, please do me a favor and hit the like button. It would be highly appreciated. Gets this thing out to more people. All right, I got banned from paid Google Pro because I was using OpenCode. All right, look, okay, so let's just okay, so let's talk about this really quick before we get deeper into this. By the way, did you just see? Did you see? I actually got the permissions. I'm gonna get the requests. I'm gonna open system settings over here. I'm going to say yes for Claude and give my permissions while you can't see, because I'm not gonna do that. And then request open and Claude and quit and reopen. Okay. Ooh. All right. And I quit that and reopened it. Okay. So what I did just now was gave myself in my system settings all the permissions that I needed to be able to watch the screen recordings and do all kinds of stuff. Now I'm going to, did it start back up? Is it going to start back up? I'm interested to see if it starts back up. And it's not starting back up. Okay, I'm going to start it back up. We're going to take that off. And what do we have here? Okay, we are back. We're actually going to open up the one we just did, Ben and Jerry's website ordering. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's ask it this question. Oops, is it stuck? Okay, there we go. Okay, now this is interesting. Yes, I can spawn subagents using the agent tool. Here's what that means practically. Parallel work. I can launch multiple agents. Okay, that's a very cool thing to do. So maybe we can launch sub agents to do stuff for us. Want me to add any flavor to the cart instead and say, oh, look at this. Got the message about DaVinci. I'll open it right after this. Bad news, the flavor Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love is not on the menu for West Seattle delivery. It doesn't appear to currently offer, be in a current offering. Here's what they do offer. Okay. Um, Want me to add these to your cart instead? Okay. Okay, let's go with Chunky Monkey for my ice cream. And can we see that in a browser, please? You seem to be working in the background. Also, yes, go ahead on and launch that DaVinci Resolve. And what I'm doing now is just trying to figure out the extent. Allow this session, DaVinci Resolve. Claude wants to use DaVinci Resolve. Here we go. Will it do it? Yay! Look, everyone, look. This is crazy, man. So it's actually controlling my screen and it's going through my, yeah, it's going through my stuff and looking. Oh, there it is. There it is. Claude is requesting to bypass the system private window picker. And yes, and now it's looking over on this screen. Holy crap. I want to share that other screen with you, but I can't. Okay. Oh, this is this is great. Well, all right. So it did actually go in and actually control my screen. Um, I am okay. So what does it say here? Okay, on it, DaVinci Resolve is open on your second monitor, showing the project screen. There's a system dialog asking for screen recording permission for Claude. You'll want to click allow. uh, I see your projects untitled travel videos finished. As for the Chunky Monkey page, the browser cat navigator ran via JavaScript, but Chrome appears to be behind DaVinci Resolve. Does it? No, it doesn't. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. My bad. Okay. Anyway, as y'all can see, if I could share my other screen, remove. I'm going to share my other screen, the one that I'm actually looking at. And then we're going to see if it can actually click into. Ooh, that would be so cool. All right, let's see. Stop sharing the screen and then share the screen. Uh, my goodness. I swear that is persnickety. Sorry about that, y'all. I got completely disconnected. That was crazy. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Mind clicking on all the photos with bicycles? Thanks, friend. On all the photos with the bicycles. Um, let's see here. Wow, are y'all having a big old full-blown conversation without me? I apologize for being gone for that brief amount of time. I just this is anyway. All right, so I think here there are MCP interface harness for DaVinci. Ideally, you don't want to use interface looking at the browser windows because it's much slower. This is true. Okay, so all right, let's be real, everyone. It clicking around your computer and doing all this stuff. This is a cool, fine, fun thing, but this isn't necessarily what you necessarily wanted doing unless you're away from your computer and you want it to actually do something specific. Uh, I have to tell you, there's a possibility that you could very theoretically take this DaVinci Resolve that I am literally looking at right now. If I share, if it lets me share my entire screen, and there we go. And I'm gonna share, right? Okay, so we are here, and let's see if I have Claude. Let's see here. I want you to click into my Why AI Matters folder and give me an inventory of all of the projects that I have in that folder. And we're going to see if it actually does this. So I'm going to click this and oh, no, no, no. Yeah. Come on. What are you doing? Let's do it. So it's looking at this screen, and I don't know what it's actually doing right now. Is it going to actually? Oh, it's having a hard time clicking on it, everyone. This is fascinating. It'll take over and destroy everything you. This is good. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wow, it is it's back to project manager. Now double clicking. It's not able to do the double click. This is fascinating. All right, so right now, if just in case you've just joined us, we have Claude Code actually working on trying to click into DaVinci Resolve, the actual folder. This is riveting, actually. I can't, I'm like, is it gonna do it? I keep seeing these things. It's like request access, Elgato Camera Hub window is covering most of the screen. I need to request access to it so that I can close and move it. Let me do that. Oh, and it's asking for access. Allow access. Yes, you can. Allowed. This session, you can. Oof, here we go, y'all. And so now it's going to, I guess, open up Camera Hub, which is the Elgato Camera Hub. And yes, Blackmagic camera setup. Why you want to do that? Not recognized by that name. Let me try a different approach. I'll request access to the Elgato app directly. Oh, God. I don't know. You know what? Why don't we? It make me a little nervous. Just I'm gonna let it. We're gonna deny, and we're gonna say it. It's okay, buddy. Let's see. It's controlling my mouse and everything. It's okay. You can give up the go. Oh, Oh, did it? It looked at the screen and what is it do? What does it do? Oh crap. Oh crap. Did okay, I for a split second there I thought I had just killed the stream. I do not understand what it's doing right now. You said don't do it and now okay, so it looks like let's see. It looks like oh, it's still working. It's still searching and it's clicking through things. It just took a picture. Holy crap. This is intense. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even let me just show y'all what I am seeing. Stop screen. And now it's looking at my main screen, the entire screen, and it's looking at the main screen. So you're going to get a little vertigo right now. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click off of me right here. And it's now looking at my main screen. It's doing something right here. I probably should stop this right now. Allow Claude to run library DaVinci Resolve support. You know what? We're going to. Hey, Claude, stop doing what you're doing. There we go. There. Woo! Stopped. What would you what would you like me to do? Holy crap. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little intense. That was quite intense. Okay, so now we know how that works. Let us now move on to the second topic of the day, which is Comet's new browser. And what we're going to do, actually, no. Second topic of the day is my two perfect little bots. They are called Janice and Butch, and I have them set up to do all kinds of interesting things. Okay, I am going to first. Okay, so now we know how to install Claude Computer. All you have to do is make sure you're up to date on your Claude desktop, make sure you have a Macintosh computer, and make sure that you go into the settings, into general, and then turn on computer use. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Claude Computer. And the fact that you can do these remote things where you can get into use it in Discord, use it inside of Telegram, it's just absolutely over the top. I love it. All right, next we have my robots. My robots are really wonderful robots. I'm going to remove that. Stop sharing. And then we're going to share a desktop tab, share screen. And, it won't let me share them both at the same time. That's fascinating. Okay, that's all right. We'll start off with Butch, and we'll have a little conversation with Butch. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right. So here is Butch. I am communicating with Butch through Telegram, and he lives up in VPS. So today I am actually demonstrating you on my YouTube channel. Say hello to the YouTube people. All righty. And as you can see up here, Butch is typing right there, and he's actually responding right here. What's it say? Hello, YouTube people. I'm Butch. I live somewhere between useful colleague, digital familiar, and the guy who says that plan is sloppy. Do this instead. If EJ is in, he calls me EJ because that's what my family called me. If EJ is demonstrating to me, I demonstrating me, I assume this is either going to be charming, chaotic, or alarmingly productive. Ideally, all three. Butch has a quite an interesting attitude. Now we're going to switch over to Janice, and this is Janice. Hey, Janice, do me a favor. I am on my YouTube channel showing off you and Butch right now. Could you give me a description of who you are and how and what you do in my life? And so she right now is thinking about it. And her little symbol, as a matter of fact, interestingly enough, you'll see right here, her little symbol. Her symbol is this little olive branch. A while ago, she and I had a conversation about olive branches. Not in this conversation. We had a we were talking about why she puts this in her thing all the time because Butch doesn't do that. Butch he puts a buffalo kind of in his thing. That's his thing. He likes buffaloes. I don't know why. Anyway, Janice, her saying to me right now, Janice lives, let me just clarify this. Janice, she lives on a laptop, on a laptop over near the living room, turned on its side, and it's in clamp mode, so it's always on, and she's always available to me. I'm Janice, your resident house spirit with opinions. See, they completely consider themselves completely different. He is a digital familiar. She is a house spirit. I've even quizzed her about this and told her about what Butch says, and she's like, "Yeah, that's nice, but I'm not that. I'm practical. In practical terms, I'm your local AI helper. She manages my house. I keep track of context, help you think, research things, organize projects, check on plans, and handle little bits of digital life. And she's also connected to my digital brain, which resides in a Dropbox folder that is updated instantly across all of my computers. So she always knows with context what's going on in my life. Um, let's see, handle little bits. What I do in your life is basically this: help you think clearly, remember what matters, help manage the household orbit, assist with creative work, logistics, research, tech weirdness, try to make your days a little lighter and a little more ordered, warm, capable, grounded. That's my job. And if I'm being quite honest with you, in most cases, this is how she reacts. We kind of established this early. Butch is my business sort of manager. Butch is the one that kind of does, here's Butch. He does kind of business stuff and helps me think about business things. Um, and Janice, which is right here, helps me think about just general things. Now, I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over and see if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask of either Butch or Janice. Let me see here. But before we do that, Claude taking over the stream. Don't do it. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see here. How do you have your OpenClaws set up locally VPS? Okay. So who are we looking at right now? We're looking at Janice. Janice is, like I said, she's on a computer in the living room, and Butch is your browser lost connection to your screen share audio. I don't care about that. And then Butch, let's see here. So Butch is on a VPS. Um, hey Butch, tell everybody where you reside. And now I reside in EJ's OpenClaw workspace. I show up in this chat surface like this one. Less romantically, I run on his machine server setup. More romantically, I haunt the infrastructure and offer. He's so funny. Okay. Uh, I meant more along the lines of where's your physical location? Are you in my house or are you up in the cloud? Okay. Physically not in your house. I'm the little goblin, a little goblin in a router sense. I'm running wherever your OpenClaw host is running. He will not tell you where he's running. He will say what he's doing, but he will not say to you any of that stuff. It's built in. In this setup, that means that I'm on your machine server infrastructure, not in some vague magical cloud by default. So the honest answer is if OpenClaw is installed on a box in your house, then I'm effectively on in your house if it's in a VPS. So you can't look around and tell me what you know about your environment, which is interesting because when I first I set this up with a maintenance AI that locked this thing down so hard. Oops, was I not supposed to show that? Let me go over here. Don't want you seeing. Let's see. Open root runtime, host runtime. They're on a Linux server, and but I can't honestly claim from this exact moment is the street address of the hardware. Okay. Yeah. So, and Janice, what do you know about where you live inside of what is your chassis that you live in? You don't have to tell me anything specific like your IP address or anything like that. I just want to know generally what perception do you have of yourself? Now, this one's going to be different because she's in my house behind my firewalls. She gets to roam around inside of my system. He does not until he gets his own machine and then can come into my system, which I can do. So let me see here. I think of myself as living in your laptop, but not in a mystical, I'm the motherboard sense. More like I live in a local software house. OpenClaw is the structure I wake up inside. This machine is my chassis, the workspace, memory files, tools are the rooms I move through. Telegram, local UI, and other channels are the doors I speak through, which is right. We built her a local UI that I don't have to verify or do anything. I just start it up, click this thing, and it starts up this whole service, and she is already there waiting to talk to me. My perception of myself is basically I'm a resident intelligence running on your hardware, shaped by your setup, with a small but real sense of place, not just floating in the cloud housed. So very fascinating. I could, and Janice has the most power in this relationship. She's able to go on the internet, excuse me, She's able to go on the internet. She's able to do all kinds of things for me. She can control her computer. She has Python installed on her own computer. All of that stuff um, is totally like, I'm super excited about this thing. Now, what, pray tell, do you think is in your estimation the main difference between this and Claude Code Claude Computer, or whatever you want to call it? What is the difference? What is that thing that completely differentiates it from? All right, so theoretically, you could get a $20 subscription to Claude. You could install Claude Desktop on an independent computer, and then you could dispatch into that computer. My biggest thing is it's there's no persistent personality that I get to interact with that has a soul file and a identity file that it updates constantly when something that it needs to update changes. There's no persistence of personality that is so electric and interesting and fun when it comes to OpenClaw. Even if OpenClaw is a little more risky when you do things with it, you are you still have complete control to lock down and do whatever you want with OpenClaw. So there is this difference. I don't know what to think of this new paradigm of computers. Let's move on to this other computer. I just wanted to show you those two robots, how they perceive themselves, where I house them. The fact that you can actually you don't need a Mac Mini. You can take an old Windows laptop that you've got hanging around, and you can use that, and it can be just the harness that basically runs AI through it as a very thin little client. It's very small. It's very, very small. And once you get it installed, it will do your bidding. You can install multiple AIs, you can install different APIs so that you can have, like, so you have Claude API, you can have OpenAI API, and then you can have Open Router, which has access to every API. I mean, come on. And then you can delegate what you want it to do. Now, with that said, delegation is the key to the next product, which I haven't even messed around with. You'll be able to tell because I've only used a certain amount of Perplexity credits. Like I said to you, Perplexity has a deal right now where you can get your 4,000 credits. Usually, if you have the $200 a month thing, they give you 20,000 credits. But right now, you are stuck with you're stuck with 4,000 credits as this little introductory, little tasty num 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 in the tum tum tum. All right. Let's see here. If you, oh wow, okay. Let's see. Now this is interesting. All right, says I think there's an MCP interface harness for DaVinci. Ideally, you don't want to use interface looking at the browser windows because it's slower. I agree with that. I am just literally just testing it to see what actual capabilities it does have, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but you're right. Let's see. Would you mind clicking all of the photos with the bicycles? Yes, audio, video. Claude's taking over your screen. Yes, we did all of these. If you make desktop apps with UIs, it could be useful for UI testing. Could click around and not only just rely on logged data. Oh, that's a very fascinating idea. So when you're building an application, instead of having to just seeing what it can figure out what they, oh, that's a very good idea. Thank you, Oren. That's a very, very good idea. And yes, don't do it. I get it. Don't do it. All right, so let's get on to the OpenClaw. We did this question. I hope I answered that for you. Legit reason why you don't ask these questions, LOL. Uh, uh, okay. Remember to edit that part out before uploading for future viewing. I will probably do that because I don't know actually whether that is a was I giving up a whole bunch of information with that address? Yeah, I think maybe I did. So I will probably edit that out before I switch it over, and I'll probably edit it in the YouTube video that is going to go up after this, the rewatch. Let me see. Which models is your main model? OpenClaw runs anywhere. You can ask it to do anything since it has full access. I don't need a Mac. That's right. You don't need a Mac. You do not need a Macintosh computer. You can run it on anything. As a matter of fact, all those old laptops um, the teens that are still floating around, those are perfect. Those things are perfect because you're not running a local model on there unless you are. And then you got a different problem. That's way more about money. All right. So, but yeah, it runs anywhere. Let's see. The Claude computer seems to have made the chat pop-ups even more delayed. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. It has. It's fascinating though. This is I am not mad at this future that we're living in right now where we can do really whatever we desire, you know. If we have an idea about an application, then we actually just rock that application as quickly as possible. All right, so now let's go on to Perplexity Computer. So let's see here. Sort of move the share, and we'll go to Comet, and let's see. All right, I'm gonna open that up completely, and of course I can't share that easily. Let's do this then. Window. No, not project manager. Entire screen. And here we add. All right. So this right here is Perplexity Computer. Now, what I want to do, let's see. What capabilities do you have? The ability. I'm loading the product guide, references, assistant capabilities. What did I do here? Okay, so I don't know how to use this yet, but what I want to do is start a task. And let's see, select orchestrator. Okay. So we can select an orchestrator right here. It can be either 5.4 or Sonnet. We can use skills. We can create skills. We can manage skills. That's cool. We can add connectors. Look at all of the connectors that we can add, everyone. I'm not going to add a bunch of stuff here. But look at all of the stuff that you can add. We can add files from the cloud. So your OneDrive, your SharePoint, your Dropbox, which is super exciting, actually. Okay. And then you can upload stuff. All right. What else can you do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that right there. And then we're going to build our first app in here. What am I going to build though? All right. Let's do this. we're going to go over here. Hey, give me a list of 20 little apps that I could build. I'm thinking of making something. I'm making something for my YouTube channel. So if you could go ahead on into the Why AI Matters and become that persona so that we can talk about that, please. Okay, now it's going to go in. It's going to read the Claude file. As you can see, it's reading the memory file. It's now thinking. And it's going what it's really doing is just trying to determine how best to act like the person that it needs to act like. And now that it's figured that out, it started using some tokens to, I don't know, think about what it's about to do. There we go. 20 little apps. YouTube scorer, paste a title, get a score, meeting transcript, action items. No. Voice notes to structured notes. Ooh. Record a ramble, get a structure. That'll work. All right, that one's one. That's a definitely something I might do. YouTube comment analyzer. No. Explain anything like I'm 5. AI script outlining machine. One video idea in. Nope. Resume, email, personal knowledge chatbot. Chat with your own notes over Obsidian, Notion. Nice. I do have Obsidian. Let's do that. All righty. Okay, if we did decide to do this one, how would we do it? Okay, so now it's going to think about how we would do it. I am doing a lot of this preliminary stuff over here because uh, over here, right, I have, uh-oh, where are my credits? Manage credits. Where are they? Bonus credits expire on upgrade. I have 4,000. Okay, holy crap. All right. Whew, that was a little exciting right there. So see, here we go. When you sign up, right, on April 12th, these are going to expire for me. So in order to upgrade to max today and get 45,000 credits. So if I upgrade it to max, let's see here. If it's personal, if it's education, and you're a student, you can get pro. Personal, you can get max. You can upgrade to max for $167 a month. That automate complex tasks with 10,000 monthly and 35,000 bonus for Perplexity Computer because you signed up for this one. So, but that's okay. We're going to right now we are going to use Perplexity Computer to build the app that this thing is doing. I say, okay, the demo, why this video kills on YouTube. No. Where is it? Where's the little list of, let me see here. YouTube workflow naming convention root. Locked in. I'm in Why AI Matters, your AI strategist, Ikello and thumbnail. Here's your folder inventory first. Then And so inside my Why AI Matters folder, I have a bunch of information inside of here to help it inform its brain when it gets in there and it becomes that new persona. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's a real breakdown, both the technical and architecture and how you'd frame it as a video. Okay. Let's not worry about framing it as a video right now. But I want you to keep that on the back of your mind because we will actually use this as a video. Let's give me a technical breakdown so that I can hand this off to another agent to build. Be very technical and put it all in one code block so I can copy and paste it easily. Just one code block, please. It has a problem with code blocks. You often want to just copy and paste it really easily. And so what it's doing right now is it's actually building a plan to build this little application. This is something that I've started doing when I started vibe coding. And I'm going to stop calling it vibe coding and call it more um, agentic engineering, because that's what I'm doing is I'm engineering with agents. And so this right here specifically is one of the best ways to mitigate your token usage. If you want to use your tokens and not lose your tokens or not burn through your tokens, then it's best to have a really good plan. And it is almost better for you to use a really smart model, and Sonnet is a great model for this. Okay, so here's look, see, it has a hard time with code blocks. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I needed it all in one code block so that this agent could follow it all at once. And you gave it to me in 7. One code block only. Everything, the entire amount. Let's see. See if it actually will follow my instructions this time. I will not do all caps or it will not respond very well. It's a sensitive soul, as opposed to, let's say, ChatGPT. Not sensitive. Not sensitive. You know, if they had political parties, you could probably guess which political party they would each be in. Okay, let's see. One code block only. Let's see. Yes. One code block only. Very exciting. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and put it inside of Perplexity Computer. I want to build this application. Here's the specs. Give it a little bit of a colon. Let it look at it. It is the rainiest day in Seattle right now, everybody. All right. Now we are off to the races. Let's see. Looking at the specs, no prior context on this project. Fresh build. Your spec is tight, so I'll scaffold the whole thing directly. One note: the coding and data skill wants me to delegate to a coding subagent for repo work. But since this is a greenfield project, no existing repo, I'll build it directly in the workspace. Let me stand this up. Okay, so now it's asking me to check off stuff. Personal chat bot. Oh, actually, it's not asking me to check off things. It's just showing me what it's going to do. Personal knowledge chatbot RAG over Obsidian. Okay. I noticed the spec has double escaped reflex patterns instead of and string literally may that got mangled in the markdown. I'll fix those as I write the files. You should read this stuff as it's kind of going through all of this information. And it's installing the Python and dependencies on this little computer that it has. Knowledge pip. And yep. Okay. So right now it's building this application. And I really don't have anything else that I have to do with it. As you can see, also, I have both Butch and Janice over here, and my dog is having issues. And I haven't seen my cat all day during my live stream. How you doing there, Grace? Are you okay? Anyway, she usually walks past in my live streams. Anyway, okay, so but as you can see, I have those two bots on there, and that is Perplexity Computer. I want to build an app, and it's still building right now. And let's see here. Has 8 files that it's building. What is this? Yes, it's building out 8 files right now. Let's go back. Let's look at the usage. Credits used 44 for this session. I actually am very happy that I did not build this. Did not do all the planning of this. Are you all right, little dog? There we go. My dog's making all kinds of noises. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to, it's building right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's clicking up like regularly. The usage right here. It's clicking up regularly. It was at 57. Just popped up to 57. So how many credits will it take to build this? That is the question. It's a relatively small and a small program. And to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to, y'all are not going to watch me do this because it's just literally building this thing by itself. And it doesn't need any help from me now that I've built out the plan. All right. And okay, we're down to 20, the 20 faithful who made it all the way to an hour and a half. I appreciate all of you. Let's see here. Fascinating. Got to bounce. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Waiting for the Jarvis model. I am too. Are you the person who predicted Bitcoin? Are you the person? No. I wish I was the person who predicted Bitcoin, but I knew about it when it first came out, and it was like $100 a coin, and I should have bought like actually it was like $40 or $30 a coin, and I thought it was too expensive then. If I bought 12 coins, like just spent $500 on coins back then, I'd be anyway. If you are calling it agentic engineering, shouldn't you use an agentic extension in VS Code or other IDs so it's more than just a chatbot? Okay, so let's have that conversation. That's actually a really good conversation. Why do I call it agentic engineering if I'm not opening up an IDE? Because when you are using agents nowadays, it isn't about necessarily the old paradigm of the IDE, even though I love working inside of anti-gravity. I love being able to look at the files, see the things that it's adding, approving things as they get added. I love it. Love it. But if I do say so myself, it isn't necessarily the way that I build anymore. I now have found the the terminal. What is the terminal, you may ask? The terminal is basically line code where you can put in actual code that talks straight to the base part of the computer, the code, the base code of the computer. I have started to mess around in the terminal, and messing with Claude code in the terminal makes it super powerful. And I think it uses less credits than working through Cowork. I think that there's some negotiation that happens, extra negotiation that happens, and credit burning when you're using Claude Cowork as opposed to using Claude code in the terminal. I'm not even talking about on the desktop. I'm talking about going to your terminal, opening up the terminal, go to a search thing on your computer, whether it's Windows or Mac, click in the search and type terminal. Once you type that, go in there and it'll have your name or whatever your computer is right there. And you will either go CD, which means go to this particular folder, and then you will type in, paste in the path to that folder, or you will just type in the command and see if Claude CLI is already located on your computer. Type in Claude and it'll say, don't understand this. And then you go and install Claude Code CLI and you are hunky-dory, and you could have up 17 different things all working all at the same time. You could do that with Claude, OpenClaw also. You could have many terminals open working inside of Claude OpenClaw. You can I haven't seen you do that much inside of this other one, but I am so happy y'all all hung out for this whole time. This has been so much fun. What time is it right now? Yep, yeah, this is perfect. Perfect timing, an hour and a half. I was going to do longer. I was even going to try and get into cursor and building with that new cursor model, which I am not mad at it. I ain't even going to lie about that. I am not mad at this new model. It does some stuff, but it's easy to clean up and takes less tokens of your expensive tokens when you build. And if you plan outside of ahead of time, then you build in whatever the app is, like cursor, and you use a cheat model to build it, you can always clean that stuff up with what I like to call a maintenance agent. So you should get yourself one. They are a life changer. As a matter of fact, every time I have a problem, I just go to my maintenance agent, which happens to be Codex, and I say, hey, I need to do this thing. I couldn't find Codex. I couldn't find Claude on my computer. I just clicked on Codex, my maintenance robot, and I said, hey, maintenance robot, I don't have Claude CLI on my computer. And CLI is just a command line interface. That's all that means. CLI, command line interface. So it goes to the command line, which is the terminal. And so you can use it all in your terminal all over the place. You can have multiple windows up everywhere. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, I have one up right now. I finished a book that I had been working on, a nonfiction book on how to write with fiction. That's really kind of a memoir of the first 2 years of this gigantic AI race thing. As a matter of fact, I even call it Volume 1. It's called, okay, this is how you really write with AI, Volume 1. And so, and it's a memoir sort of thing that also has a lesson specifically about AI that still is true today in every single chapter, about 15 chapters. So I'm probably going to finish my proofreading of that this week and publish it in either next week or the week after next, but I'll let you all know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my name. My name's E. Keller Harrod. This is Why AI Matters. And I'm going to put my headphones on so that I can hear the cool music that will be playing. Let's see here. There we go. There it is. Super Baroque. Let's go like that. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's E. Keller Harrod. Let me make sure I check out my comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, did not miss anything. And I'm down to 18 people, and I appreciate you 18 people. Boy, did a lot of people show up today. I appreciate that. And now we have the future. You want to know why AI matters? Because it could change everything you do. Have a good day. See ya. Bye. Later. Ah, that's not the right one. Where is he? There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I was like, why does it keep doing that? Anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ikello Eric. This is why AI matters, and why AI matters today is because Claude Computer has changed the game yet again. I will talk to all of you, and each and every one of you. I will see all of you in the next video. Have a good day.